College is typically the next step after graduating high school. Although some might skip college due to the many expenses that come along with attending college. Imagine American Foundation found one of the top reasons students don't attend college is because they can't afford it. If college prices were lower, there wouldn't be near as many people suffering in poverty or drowning in debt. As we all know, the amount of money that is required to embark on the road for a higher education is outrageously overpriced, and it is rising more and more every year. These days, only the wealthy can afford a college tuition without having a debt after college. This is a very worrisome issue for me because ever since I was left with the weight of paying for my own college tuition, I've always envisioned myself paying for my own children's college. However, if the tuition rates keep rising at this pace, it will be almost impossible for me to do so. Everyone should be able to afford a college education. We need higher education to get higher paying jobs. More and more jobs require a college degree. If more students went to college to get a degree, then there will be more people in the workforce who are more educated. If the cost of college were to be reduced, I think students would pursue degrees that they are more passionate about. The economy would benefit from it, and the students would stop delaying important life decisions. First, I would like to explain why I think if the cost of college were reduced, people would pursue careers that they are more passionate about. Passion is what drives humans to be who they truly are. The desire to do something with your life that you are truly passionate about is what every person wants. However, more times than not, students in college panic about how they are going to pay college and have to pursue high-paying jobs to pay back student loans that they are expecting to receive, including myself. Not only do these finances impact debt and families, but they also directly impact the students' personal lives. This means that students are no longer following their dreams and passions, but rather choosing a career path that they believe is best suitable to stay afloat in the economy and will provide less financial stress, which can lead to issues such as health, divorce, and suicide. By eliminating the stress of how to pay for college, a life could potentially be saved. Next, I will clarify why I hold the strong belief that the economy would benefit from lower college rates. Without the weight of student loan debt, more college graduates might buy houses rather than renting apartments. They might buy cars, spend more on healthy food, travel more, thus contributing more to the economy. According to rating company Experian, outstanding education debt in the U.S. has tripled over the last decade and now exceeds $1.5 trillion, posing a greater burden to Americans than auto or credit card debt. By the time a person's student loans fall into default, they will see their credit score tank around 60 points to an average of around 550, which is considered very poor. Borrowers who stay current, on the other hand, have scores on average in the high 600s. A low credit score can force people to pay higher interest rates, delay buying a house, and even have to worry about being disqualified from certain jobs. This is one reason why more and more Americans struggle every day with money issues, which leads to a slow decline in our economy because people aren't benefiting to the economy. The more educated we are, the better our country is. Lower college costs would stop delaying students from making life decisions and moving on to a better life faster as well. The high cost of college has played a large part in young couples waiting longer to get married. No matter what you try to do to cut costs, weddings can still be expensive. There's almost no way to avoid it. Furthermore, the idea of supporting one another and possibly taking on each other's debt doesn't exactly sound appealing or feasible to many young couples. Most couples decide that it's better to wait to get married until their student debt is paid down, and they can begin saving money for a wedding and life together, which ultimately means that the average age at which people are getting married is significantly risen. Like any other large expense in one's life, it's usually a smart idea to begin saving money before purchasing something. However, if you're already saddled with thousands of dollars in student loan debt, setting money aside to purchase anything, let alone a house, can seem impossible. A mortgage is a large commitment, and many graduates already find themselves paying large amounts each month without taking that on as well. With large amounts of debt, many former students may find themselves struggling to pay for basic necessities, which makes renting a home sound like the more plausible option in the long run. While many students head off to college, they may quickly find themselves overwhelmed by the cost. This is especially true of part-time students who are trying to work to pay for their schooling. They may begin to feel that they need to work more to accommodate the high cost, only to find themselves drowning in their schoolwork. For the majority of college students, completing their degree in 4 years isn't possible, as it seems that each degree possesses a mountain of requirements to complete it. Of course, the longer one attends college, the more they'll have to pay off, which can cause many students to drop out after a certain point. This will leave them in a deep hole of debt that they will be working to pay off for a long time, which will delay life decisions immensely. As I have shown, lowering college tuition is a good idea because it would be beneficial to everyone. Throughout America, students are facing the issue of expensive college tuition. What is the purpose of going to college and getting a job if you're never going to reach a content lifestyle? Others may say that it is part of life, but I believe that it is highly affecting students. Lowering college tuition might be a risk that colleges in the U.S. should take for more Americans to be educated. On the other hand, everyone deserves an affordable higher education. College tuition has been going higher and higher, and it needs to be lowered down. Everyone should be able to pay for college without a debt, instead of only the wealthy being able to pay for the college without a debt. If the cost of college tuition decreased, many issues students deal with when deciding to attend college would be solved.